Welcome everybody, my name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm here with this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot. So it's really very simple. All you got to do is pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Have you got your number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first number that pops into your mind now. Okay, let's go to the board. Oh, and if you're new, please subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so let's get on with these cards. Oh, actually, an interesting thing. I found this box of crystals, which I've had for about 30 years. And so I decided to clean them all up. And I thought what I'll do is just draw a crystal for everybody at the start of the reading and just see what comes up. Okay, here we go. That's amazing. The same crystal that came up in the Facebook Live I just did a few minutes ago. So there you go. All right, this is a rose quartz crystal. I don't normally go, by the traditional sort of interpretations. I do it more psychically, but I do know that this one is related to healing, and it's to do with the heart chakra and healing, issues we might have around self-love and, really caring for ourselves, because we need to have a really strong base or grounding in loving ourselves so that we can give and receive love from other people. So I'm thinking that this soft pink, which is so gentle and feminine, I feel like this is the beginning of something new, another layer, or not a layer, another depth of femininity, which has started coming in, probably about 2 years ago. I did a reading about the divine feminine coming in, and it has been since confirmed in other readings that, the divine feminine cannot be stopped, okay? And anybody that's not in alignment with the divine feminine is going to be in for a wow of a time. So, and it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, the divine feminine works for all of us, okay? So this is implying there's another plumbing of the depths this week to get down to an even deeper level of self-love, and it's about being receptive and open to the divine feminine. Okay, so I'll use these crystals more often now that I've found them hidden away in a cupboard somewhere. All right, let's go to card number 1. Card number 1 and see what comes out for you this week. Going to go with that one there. Closing my eyes now. I see it's vertical, it's lines, vertical lines. Okay, it's a ribbon. There's a ribbon in front of me, and with a gold medallion with a silver center. It's got like an ancient Greek statue or maybe Roman statue. So something ancient, but it's like Spirit wants to encourage you for all of the work you've done. You're being recognized in some way in a positive light if you've picked card number 1. Okay, so Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. This is about earning money, probably. Sometimes it's about possessions, but more likely it's about your money and getting money through the efforts that you put into something. This here, she's wearing gold, so this is a solar plexus energy, and so it's goal-oriented behavior. Sometimes things come up like issues with authority figures or fatherhood figures. It can be mothers too, but it's usually like a masculine energy, and that can be in women, particularly women that have been through menopause. And it's about getting on an achievement. So this is very achievement oriented, and also being rewarded. But also the reward is in the act of what you're actually doing, not just the money. Okay, so 2 sort of levels there that we can look at. All right, card number 2. Have you picked card number 2? Let's see. That one's upside down, which we don't do reverse cards. because there's plenty of cards in here that are difficult. Life is hard enough without even putting more difficulty on board, I reckon. Okay, it's important to stay focused on the positive, but not deny the negative, because yeah, there are negative things that happen. All right, so let's go with that one on top. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I'm in the mountains. It's very, very beautiful, and I'm up quite high. That suggests that if you've picked card number 2, you've had to put a lot of work in to get to this level, to get to this point. There's the colours are sort of burgundy, apricot. It's a bit like sun's going down, the dusk. Okay, the end of something, so that a new thing can begin, the end of a cycle perhaps. And they want to say something about it's time for rest. Okay, so if you've picked card number 2, try not to push yourself too hard this week, because you'd be going against the flow. Have some time out for R&R and rest. The card that comes up is the 3 of Swords. This does indicate some sort of disappointment, particularly regarding a relationship. Swords are about cutting things off. You have to make a fresh decision about something. And a butterfly just flew past, and it's black and white, still here. Oh, there it goes. Black and white. Okay, so black and white, you don't have all of the information, but white on that butterfly suggests that you do have enough information to make a decision and to fly high. You know, this year, I don't know why in Australia this is happening, but this year I have seen so many butterflies. It's a fabulous, fabulous thing. And there's literally, I don't know how many, 1, 2, maybe 6 butterflies flying around out there, all different types of butterflies. So butterflies flying high, new beginnings, coming from the difficult chrysalis stage. There's one going past again. The difficult chrysalis stage, and some people think it's like, you know, ugly. There's an ugliness in it, but that's how it is before you break out of the shell or the cocoon into new life. And so too with this card. You'll make a fresh decision and move forward in life this week. All right, card number 3. Card number 3. Let's have a look what comes out. I'll go with that one there. Closing my eyes now. Oh, look at this. Here's butterflies here. I've picked this and put this down, so there you go. Okay, so closing my eyes, what do I see for card number 3? Sort of feeling of calm down. Watch your blood pressure too. If you have a blood pressure issue, again, it is similar to number 2. Don't push yourself too hard this week. Try and calm down if you can. I know it's hard to control your blood pressure. If you take thyroid meds, and discuss this with your doctor, but if your blood pressure is too high or you think it's too high, discuss with your doctor about lowering the amount. And even if it's just by 1 milligram or microgram, I don't know how it's measured, but even if you go down just 1 at a time, you know, and talk to your doctor about that. Okay, so the card that comes up is the 2 of Swords. All right, so this is about making a decision. Will I have this or will I have that? That's fine. The issue is, or potential issue is, that here in the background there are some reflections of the past, and we all have this thing where we carry our past with us. So, you know, this is not unique just to you. There goes a blue butterfly. This is not unique to you. Everybody has this burden. The decisions that you make are based on our experience of the past. So you have to be careful that you allow some energy for new situations to develop. And sometimes, you know, it's time to cut something off. And that's, you know, that's quite appropriate. So it can also be that you have a direction in your mind and you just have blind faith in that direction, and you go along without really questioning, you know, what it is that you believe. Okay, so this week is the week to question what you believe. All right, question. Card. card number 4. Let's see what comes out for card number 4. Oh, okay, there's too many there. I'm not going to read 3. I'll read 2, but not 3. All right, let's start again. Number 4. All right, we'll go with that one. And I'll just close my eyes now for card number 4. What do I see? Okay, a being, a spiritual being, all in white or ivory sort of colouring. Something to do with the hands going up, the hands together like this. This is like Mother Mary, but I don't think it is her, because she always wears this particular shade of blue, and that's not what this being is wearing. So this is someone different. Above the head, there's like Mother of Pearl. That also come out in the Facebook live stream today. Mother of Pearl, like a crown with these rays of light coming out of the crown, which has got Mother of Pearl in the crown. Okay, something about speaking your truth or speaking your mind. That seems more strong. Speak your mind on an issue this week. For too long you've had like a gag over your mouth and not saying anything. It's time that the gag comes off. You're going to speak out this week about something, and maybe have a think about what you want to say, so you don't just blurt something out unconsciously. Try and get to the core of what it is that you want to change in your life or in your relationship, particularly when you're speaking your truth. The card is the 4 of Cups. This is sometimes to do with relationships, because there's a red rose underneath here. There's quite a spiritual bond with this person. See the white roses? A strong spiritual bond. Spirit is giving you energy this week. There could be you could be upset about something. You maybe feel disappointed or forlorn about some aspect to do with this situation with this person. But there is growth here. See, they're all on sort of stalks with leaves. So there's growth, and green is for growth and opportunity. So it could be difficult emotionally to speak out. You might not be too sure, but it's time for some action, and maybe you've been sitting on something for a while and not taking action. Okay. Card number 5. 5 is alive. Let's see what's coming out for number 5. Stick around to the end. I'll do a psychic channeling. Whatever comes out of my mouth, it doesn't go through my head. So I never know what I'm going to say. All right, I'm going to take that one. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take it. All right, closing my eyes. The cards are all over the show today, like there. No, I'll take that one. All right, closing my eyes. Green, again, the focus on green leaves, growth, and it's like if you've been in a stuck situation, or you feel like you're not getting somewhere quickly enough, there could be an opportunity this week to change that. I get chains around the wrists, so in some way you've been hindered in actual achievement or doing something to move forward. However, they're telling me this is probably in your thoughts or in you, the energy in you. And just ask upstairs for consciousness around whatever the issue is that's keeping you enchained or keeping you feeling like perhaps you feel trapped in some way, because it's more to do with the energy around you. Yeah, there might be external situations happening, no doubt, but that's not what's important. The important thing is to change the energy in you, and then those external situations just won't bother you anymore. They could actually change. Okay, the card that comes up is the Wheel of Fortune. Well, it's interesting because that's what this card is all about, is change. No matter what happens, things do change. The wheel turns forever, and so too the zodiac wheel. So, the planets continue their orbits, the heavenly bodies continue, all of that goes on. So it's important to know that, if you can show a vulnerable side of yourself to spirit, and allow the changes within that will help you in the outside world. I very much like this card. I have it on my wall. I had it blown up as a mural, in fact. And it just says that nothing stays the same. Okay, so now we're going to do a psychic channeling, and I'll close my eyes and see what I can see for you. For the week commencing 31st of January 2022, don't get caught up on the date because it really doesn't matter. The light is just here in front of me like I'm in a dark tunnel. It reminds me a bit of the Tube or something, but there's no light until I get to the end, the London Tube I'm talking about. And so I walk down this sort of rounded tunnel. It's quite dark. It feels a bit dank, and damp. And I just get the sense of like World War II from the tunnel. Maybe, people hid down here during the London Blitz or something like that, perhaps. So there could be some conflict in the outside world, but I know that I'm completely safe. Okay, and I'm walking towards the light. Actually, I'm seeing a woman here. This is definitely the 1940s, I can tell by the clothes. She has a bag. It's like she's left home. And she's going to live somewhere else. Okay, you may have a relocation coming up that you're worried about, or something, but this goes back through your DNA. Okay, so there's some sort of ancestral memory here that you're picking up on. Talk to your ancestors. If this is you, you'll know how you feel. Talk to your ancestors and tell them, hey, this is 2022 and my life is not the same as your life, even though we may have some things in common. All right, but there's a lot of light around this, and there's a lamp here, and it's like putting the spotlight on a particular issue in your life to know that you are safe if you relocate, that you are safe and all is well. The other thing I'm getting is travel. Also, there may be some opportunity for travel, but maybe you're not sure if this is the right time. Okay, well, you have to make the decision, but it's important to feel safe, and you may decide not to go anyway, even though you feel completely safe. All right, so there's a whole lot of options, and again, the butterflies are here. New life is coming, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. Okay, so that's it, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Thank you so much. Leave a comment, leave a like, and share on your socials, and I would appreciate that very much. Okay, thanks again, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.